The 2022 silly season will probably go down as one of the most entertaining ones in the last decades. After Sebastian Vettel announced his retirement at the end of July, no one could have expected what a shockwave it would trigger. After many rumors and transfers, the most recent circle of attention surrounds no one else but Nyck de Vries. The Dutch driver is currently the hottest topic in F1 after he drove a superior race in Monza, where he replaced Williams driver Alexander Albon. For many years, the paddock has been talking who will finally offer de Vries an F1 seat, but every time, the timing never seemed right. Nyck has been attached to Mercedes for a while now and is their official test driver alongside Van Dorn since 2021. However, besides a young driver test at the end of 2020 with Mercedes, he never got the chance to show his driving skills in F1. That was up until this year. Interestingly, he drove 3 practice sessions with 3 different teams. Although Nyck showed great speed in all 3 cars, no one ever considered him a real candidate for an F1 seat next season. Yet, more and more rumors surround the Dutchman to secure a seat for the 2023 season. His achievement during the Italian Grand Prix as a stand-in driver got him the interest of not only Williams but also Red Bull. According to Auto Hebdo, Williams doesn't even see de Vries as a viable option anymore. Soon after the Grand Prix of Italy, fans from Williams called for the immediate resignation of Latifi and have him replaced by de Vries. However, Josh Capito, team boss of Williams, said something curious after the race to Viaplay. "I know Nyck for a while now and we are friends. He has always been on our list, but he also has other obligations, so it's up to him to decide for next year. He showed what he is capable of in F1. He didn't surprise me. I had high expectations and he surpassed them. He has to see what the future holds, and we go from there." Whereas de Vries was initially looking for a new race seat in Formula E after Mercedes decided to pull the plug at the end of this year's Formula E season, Nyck is now on the wish list of more than just one team. Less than a week after the Italian Grand Prix, the Dutchman traveled to Austria to talk to Helmut Marko. Insiders say that de Vries is on Red Bull's top list to replace Gasly if he goes to Alpine. It is remarkable how quick things change around in F1. Colton Herta was the ultimate replacement driver for Gasly, up until the FIA didn't want to make an exception for the American driver to get his super license. Not even a day after Helmut Marko confirmed that Herta is not driving for Tauri next year, Nyck de Vries is on the list as the alleged replacement driver now. But what does Red Bull see in the Dutch driver? Does de Vries have any chance of succeeding in F1? What is his driving style like, and what can we expect from the Dutch driver next year? Let's find out. Nyck is 27 years old, by far not a rookie anymore, and many deemed him too old to retrieve an F1 seat. But as Ricciardo said not too long ago, anything can happen in the world of F1. Take Sergio Perez as an example. Everyone thought his career was over after Racing Point replaced him by Vettel, and now he is one of the most wanted F1 seats. In many points, de Vries is about to face a very similar situation as Perez. The Dutchman was a Formula E driver for the Mercedes EQ team from 2020 to 2022. Although he won the World Championship in his second year and did a good job in 2022, he was to be left without a seat for next year after Mercedes decided not to participate in the series anymore. Just like Perez was about to be left without an F1 seat, although he definitely deserved one based on his results, de Vries was about to face a similar situation. However, it seems like Red Bull did not only revive Perez's F1 career, but also will offer de Vries another seat for the 2023 season. But what does the Red Bull team see in the Dutch driver? Besides a friendship with Max Verstappen, Nyck never had ties with Red Bull. As a matter of fact, de Vries was very critical about what happened during the Abu Dhabi final last year. In an interview with the Dutch news station NOS, he said, "I think Lewis has been deprived of it a little bit because the rules have not been followed in the way they were described in the regulations. In sport, you assume that things are done fairly and honestly. With me, there was mainly a lot of surprises because I could not understand what happened. Was it a satisfactory way of deciding a championship? You have to say it was unsatisfactory." Although he openly supported Mercedes, everyone is entitled to have his opinion of what happened last year, including de Vries. For Red Bull, there is only one question that matters. Is Nyck good enough for F1? Whereas some talents like Leclerc and Verstappen won most of their junior titles in the first or second year off driving in a racing series, de Vries needed more time. He did win all karting series, with his biggest achievement winning the KF1 series in 2011. A year before, he was taken up in the McLaren Junior Academy, which he was part of until he was released in 2019. After the karting series, De Vries made his debut in the Formula Renault 2.0. In his first 2 seasons, he ended respectively 5th and 8th, but managed to win the series in his 3rd season. After winning the Renault 2.0 series, he went to the faster 3.5 series. In his first and only season, he ended 3rd with 160 points. De Vries made the switch to the GP3 series in 2016, where he ended 6th in the standings and managed to win 2 races. Up until 2017, Nyck was never an eye-catching driver. Although he did win the Formula Renault 2.0 in his 3rd season and managed to win a couple races in the GP3 series, De Vries was not seen as an exceptional talent. However, things started to change when he made the move to F2 in 2017. At this point, Nyck was already 22, and his dream of becoming an F1 driver seemed to slowly slip away. That was until the McLaren Academy gave him a huge opportunity in 2018. Both Lando Norris and Nyck de Vries were part of the McLaren Junior Academy, and the British formation offered the driver with the most points a seat at their F1 team for the 2019 season. Although de Vries won 3 races, including France, Hungary, and Spa, he did finish behind Norris in the championship and saw his dreams slip away. But the Dutchman proved to be mentally stronger than many expected and managed to win the F2 series in 2019 and the Formula E series in 2021. His connection to the Mercedes Formula E team led him to be the Mercedes F1 test driver as well. Due to his status as Mercedes test driver, De Vries managed to drive 3 practice sessions total this year for Williams, Mercedes, and Aston Martin. It seems like the older and more experienced Nyck becomes, the better he drives. Although he is definitely not a rookie anymore, he still possesses great racecraft. With the 9th place at the Italian Grand Prix, he definitely put himself on the radar. Total Wolff said after the race to motorsport.com, "He drove fantastic. I knew he was a great driver. Niki Lauda has always been a fan of him, and I'm sure that if he saw this today, he would have taken his hat off. We have no contractual obligations with him, so he is free to go if an F1 team wants to offer him a seat." But what type of driving style does Nyck have? The Dutchman has been known for his patience and excellent tire management. When analyzing his races in previous series, we can conclude that De Vries only tries to overtake someone when he is 100% sure that he can do so. He is not often involved with crashes, and as shown during the Italian Grand Prix, he has an excellent feeling how to battle hard but fair. During the Italian Grand Prix, he often battled with Alfa Romeo driver Zhou, but besides spectacular racing, no incidents happened. So what can we expect from De Vries next year if he drives in an Alpha Tauri? The Italian team seems like the ideal team where Nyck can show his worth in F1. Alpha Tauri almost always builds a good midfield car, which would offer the Dutchman the chance to fight for points on a regular basis. Although probably biased, some Dutch journalists know for sure that he will beat teammate Tsunoda. In an interview with Ziggo Sport, one of them said he should definitely go to Alpha Tauri. He will drive circles around Tsunoda. That will straight away offer him the chance for more in the future. After the last race, there is no denial to the potential of De Vries. With almost 0 preparation time, managing to out-qualify your teammate and beat him in the race definitely uplifted his credentials. The question is not if De Vries will ever drive F1, but where. Do you think Alpha Tauri is the right place for Nyck? Let me know in the comment section below.